Greetings and salutations, y'all. Happy Friday. Greetings and salutations. Oh my goodness. Time is getting away from me, y'all. It is getting away from all of us as a collective. Here we are, at the conclusion of the very first week of the 24th year. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Happy Friday, y'all. Happy Friday. Oh my goodness. Let us start today off with a blessing card. Universe, Creator, Spirit Guides, please give us, the collective, words of encouragement, words of wisdom for us to go by this day. And y'all, it is so dark in here to me for some reason. Okay, we get the blessing of good fortune, y'all. Look at this. Look at this tree. The heart is in the center. Greetings, Risa. Greetings, Denny. The blessing of good fortune. Rich and rewarding experiences bring you increased awareness at this time. Good fortune flows to you as your third eye opens. You are inspired, feeling totally at peace. Life is a beautiful tapestry woven in threads of love. Greetings and salutations. Greetings, Debbie Brand, visionary. Greetings and salutations. Happy Friday, y'all. I am so happy y'all came to hang out with me today. Oh, and y'all, later on this afternoon at 4, Deanne, Shield Maiden, and I will be doing our Friday thing, y'all. We're gonna be talking about all kinds of stuff. I don't even want to give it away because I am not sure exactly what we're going to be talking about, but it's going to be a good time. So y'all come on back at 4 and see what me and Deanne going to be talking about. All right. Get my questions. Oh, I'm being told to draw a fairy card as well. All right. So the universe has more that they want to say to us. Oh, universe, creator, spirit guides, what is the message that the fae have for us this day? We get light. Oh, look at this beautiful card. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light onto your current situation and to remind you that the light can penetrate the darkness. So that's a specific message for somebody out there. If things seem hard, remember, open your eyes, open your mind's eye, let the light come in, let the light fill those dark spaces. You have survived 100% of everything that life has thrown at you. There's no reason for you to stop now. All right. I love you. All right. There you go. Okay. I'm going to be begging first off here, y'all, for Monday's show. Please, 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 if you have any questions that you would like answers to, please drop them in the comment section below this or any of my videos. All right, y'all. Namaste. My first question is from Denny. Greetings, Denny. Happy Friday. And Denny says it is what's the temperature in Pennsylvania? And Pennsylvania, it is 36 chilly degrees. Brr, it's 36 degrees in Pennsylvania this morning. It is 51 here in Las Vegas. So it's doggone near summer over here. All right, here we go. Denny's first question. Denny says, with Russia in charge of BRICS, will the countries in it fight? And I'm not sure where you got your information from, but I kind of think China is the one that is in control of BRICS. But the question still is very valid. will the countries in BRICS, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, will there be fighting amongst these nations with the BRICS dollar, or whatever they're going to call their currency? Universe creator, spirit guides, please answer this question. Will the countries that are involved in the BRICS monetary scheme, will they succumb to fighting each other? Will the nations in BRICS succumb to fighting each other? That's a no. That is a no. Okay, so what we've got, the answer is no. The answer is no. These countries are not going to be fighting each other. This scheme was well thought out and well put together. They may have bumps and hiccups in the road trying to get to where they want to be, but fighting is not going to be one of them, because this is their baby. They put this together. There's a lot of moving parts in this. There's a lot of things that are being hidden from the general population. And there's going to be, it's going to be a rough rollout for BRICS. But the answer to your question, Denny, is no. The country in BRICS that are a part of this financial scheme are not going to be fighting each other. There you go. My next question is from Pancakes. Pancakes is talking about Draymond Green, the basketball player that was suspended. I think he was suspended for punching out his own teammate. I tried to see what he got suspended for, and the only thing that I could find was a video of him at a practice having words with one of his teammates and basically going and getting in a little slugfest with his teammate. So I hope I'm correct, and that is what he is suspended for. So there wasn't really a question, Pancakes. It says, what do they expect from Draymond Green? I don't know. Let's see. What does the NBA expect of Draymond Green? What does the NBA expect out of him? And the first thing that I feel is that whatever suspension that he had, it ain't gonna last long. I feel like it's probably already over. If anything, they're gonna hit him with a fine and ask the other player. In fact, I feel like they've already talked to the other player. They asked him first, did he want to press charges? And then they have been systematically trying to make sure that he doesn't want to press charges. So I feel like Draymond Green, not only is he having to verbally apologize to the person that he assaulted, even though if you look at the tape, if this is why he was suspended, old boy that he hit said something, because it kind of looked like he had that one coming just by the body language. But since Draymond kind of laid the boy out like a pancake, they've and it was caught on film, they've got to act like they're doing something about it. So Pancakes, what I'm feeling is I feel like if there was a lesson to be learned, then it's gone completely over everyone's head. Draymond Green, for whatever suspension he got, it was short, and is just to say, look, we did something. I feel like he is going to be right back on the court. But I'm going to read these cards because two of them came out in reverse. So all three of them are yes cards. So he's going to be right back in the NBA. It's not going to slow him down at all. But two came out in reverse. So the first card on Draymond Green, he gets the Queen of Wands. Good business sense, foresight, attractive, magnetic, helpful friend, well-liked, kind, loyal, generous, confident, competitive, this is a woman, but this could be anyone who enjoys enterprise and the limelight and also values home and family life. The cards that he got in reverse, he got the magician in reverse. And this is blocked creativity, feigned expertise, weakness, indecision, frustration, and delays. And this could be the reason why he struck out at his teammate in frustration, feeling like somebody was taking something from him. And the second card we got inverted for him, we got the sun. And this man is a star basketball player. So Draymond Green's, okay, this is lack of enthusiasm, sadness, unrealistic expectations, ego, conceitedness, oppression, miscarriage, stillbirth, and abortion. There it goes. It tells you everything you need to know about Draymond Green right there. Lack of enthusiasm, unrealistic expectations, ego, and conceitedness. So he struck out at the other player feeling like he was slighted, and he struck out physically, something that a toddler would do. Instead of fixing things with words or telling the other person, hey, I'm upset or I don't like what you just said. No, he's going to go and get in somebody's face and turn into a shoving and punching match. Something that is juvenile behavior coming from a multi-millionaire. And let's not just call these people athletes, okay? These are professional entertainers. A professional athlete is a professional entertainer. They are paid ridiculous sums of money to entertain the masses, okay? So what you're seeing, what you saw was Draymond Green behaving badly. Poor little rich boy. I make $23 million a year to play basketball for 8 or 9 months out of the year. And I'm going to act like a giant baby, a giant entitled, irresponsible baby, where young people who look up to me can see me acting ridiculous. What you saw is what you get. Pancakes. He is who he is. They don't expect nothing of him. They expect this to blow over and him to be back on the court, elbowing people and doing whatever he does in the next week or 10 days. There you go. My next question is from Denny, and Denny wants to know, Groundhog Day is coming up. Will the groundhog see his shadow? So let's go ahead and make this prediction. And I think Puxkatani Phil passed away last year, I think, but they always have a new groundhog, y'all. Will the groundhog see its shadow? Universe, creator, spirit, guides, yes or no? Will the groundhog see its shadow? And we've got a yes. The groundhog is going to see his shadow. So whatever that means, I don't know if that means that spring is coming right away, or if that means that there's an extra 6 weeks, but whatever it means, the groundhog is going to see his shadow, y'all. All right. My next question is from Sharon, and the next few questions are going to be about Casey Anthony and her daughter, Kaylee. Let me go over here and say greetings and salutations to some folks who are in the room. First of all, greetings and salutations, Mildred. Greetings, Grandma Kay. Greetings, Carmen. Greetings, Sherry. Happy Friday, y'all. Greetings and salutations. I am so happy y'all are here. Let me see if I missed any questions. Denny says, let me see if I can pin this. The weatherman still don't know how much snow we are to get tomorrow into Sunday, as they are all over the place with the snow totals. Okay, Denny. I'll go ahead and give you your snow totals for tomorrow. Get your shovel ready, because after it's all said and done with at the end of this weekend, you're going to have to shovel off your sidewalks. You are going to get a couple of inches of snow. It's going to be wet and it's going to be heavy. So be prepared for snow in Pennsylvania, Denny. This is going to be a snow like in the old days, not this little dusty stuff that we've been used to. Greetings, pancakes. Greetings. Oh, and thank you, Denny. Denny talks about Punxsutawney Phil and says in 1974, Punxsutawney Phil was a stuffed groundhog, and that year, and if he sees his shadow, it's 6 more weeks of winter. So that's what I got. So I feel like the groundhog is going to see his shadow. So Denny is telling me that if the groundhog sees his shadow, that means that it's 6 more weeks of winter. There you go. Thank you, Denny. Thank you. All right. Greetings, Super Queen Bee. Happy Friday. I am so glad to see everyone here today. Okay, here's my next question. Like I said, we're going to be talking about Casey Anthony for the next couple of questions. Greetings, Michelle. Greetings. Greetings and salutations. All right, here we go. Sharon's question. Casey Anthony's father passed his lie detector test. Sharon wants to know, will Casey Anthony go to jail for anything else, any other crimes that she has committed? Yes or no? Oh, we got a yes, and we got the Queen of Wands. So Sharon, I'm just going to answer that. So she's out of jail now. Yeah, she's going to do something that's going to get herself put back into jail or prison. Yeah, she's going to do something stupid. But here's the thing, y'all. I don't watch television. And Casey Anthony happened years and years ago. And I could have swore on my last timeline that Casey Anthony was found guilty of unaliving her child. But when I went to look back on old film from 12 years ago, it shows that she was sentenced to jail for 4 years for lying to the police. But she was acquitted of the murder or the unalivement of her child. Y'all, if anybody else out there remembers this the same way that I do, that she was convicted of unaliving her child, please drop it in the comment section, because for some reason I have a memory that she was convicted, not that she was I don't remember her being acquitted. Okay. And I could be wrong, but I want to ask that just to see if anybody else out there remembers her being sentenced to prison for the unaliving of her child. All right. So greetings and salutations, Cosmic Blue Avian. Greetings and salutations. All right. Here we go. My next question on Casey Anthony. I guess Casey is saying that she became pregnant with her daughter Kaylee through being SA'd, assaulted, physically assaulted. Sharon wants to know, is this true? Was universe creator, spirit guides, was Casey Anthony's daughter Kaylee a result of her being SA'd? Was her pregnancy a result of her being SA'd? Tarot says absolutely not. And this one came out in reverse. So let me read it. This is she got loneliness, paranoia, isolation, being reclusive, withdrawal, antisocial, restrictive, and paralyzed by fear. But the answer to whether her daughter was conceived through sexual assault, that is a absolute no. So that is a lie. Okay. And y'all, this is for entertainment purposes only. The next question about KC Anthony is, did Casey unalive, was she the one who unalived her daughter and hid her daughter's remains to where no one could find them? Because remember, they could not find her body. So this baby's body is missing, or at least it was in my old timeline. Here we go. Universe, creator, spirit guides. Did Casey Anthony unalive her daughter Kaylee? Yes or no? And y'all, look at this. Tarot is saying that Casey is not the one who unalived her child. Okay, y'all. And I'm just reading the cards. Like I said, this is for I know, Risa. I know. Tarot is saying no, she didn't. And this is why everything is so weird about this whole thing. It's like, where did Casey Anthony pop up out of after all these years? Why is this being rehashed? I don't understand. Greetings, Aleva. Greetings and salutations. Greetings, Sherry. Greetings. And if you remember her getting acquitted, that's fine. Greetings, Risa. Thank you. I thought she got charged with it. And Risa says it's really weird since she was the last one with her. But Tarot is saying no, that she is not the one who had unalived her child. There we go, guys. Woo! There we go. The last question on Casey Anthony is about the father, again, Casey's dad. Because the last time I read, I got that he may have had something to do with it, I think. That's what the reading was. But here we go. I guess Casey Anthony is claiming that the dad was touching her, injuring her while she was a child, and also is claiming that the dad injured the baby as well. So here we're going to ask this question. Did Casey's father did he SA Casey or Casey's daughter? Yes or no? Did the dad have any inappropriate relationship with his daughter and granddaughter? Y'all, Tarot is being consistent about talking about daddy here. And yeah, he passed the polygraph, but you can't even admit a polygraph in court because it's unreliable. So here we go. That's what Tarot is saying, that daddy had something to do, that daddy was messing with Casey and the baby. But that Casey did not. Tarot is saying Casey did not unalive her baby. So I'm going to leave that right there. My next question from Sharon. Let me get over here and ask this question. Cosmic Blue says, I have no idea what this case is, but I see a person who she knows that did harm her child, but hasn't said anything in fear of exposing someone close to her. Thank you, Cosmic Blue. Thank you, Cosmic Blue. Daddy's baby, mama's baby. I think that's backward. We know who the mama is. We can never be sure of who the daddy is, though. So it's always mama's baby. The daddy is the one that's a maybe. Denny says George Anthony was ex-police. So there you go. So there we go. This done turned into a whole nother tangled web. So there you go. There you go. Denny says the daddy was the one who moved the body. All right. All right. Thank you, Denny. I mean, that has been so long ago. You know, that's I know, you know, that she did at least 4 years in prison because the judge gave her, on this timeline, the judge gave her 4 years. But like I said, on my timeline, for some reason, I remember her being found guilty. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And it's been a long time. And y'all, they work on changing our memory. Yes, they do. Okay, my next question is about Dr. Jackie of the reality TV show Married to Medicine. This doctor, this black doctor, and I want to say I think she's a gynecologist or some type of a reproductive doctor, made some disparaging remarks about Black women and pregnancy. And the whole discussion was about the number of Black women that die and have complications during pregnancy, the number of Black women that die, and the number of Black babies that die from inadequate health care being given to Black women. And Dr. Jackie said something crazy, talking about literally generalizing that, well, if Black women wouldn't complain about everything like they were just trying to get out of work, that maybe the doctors would take them seriously. She faced a backlash about it. And I want to say this because I was one of those women who, luckily, I never had a miscarriage. All of the children that I was pregnant with, um, Sains one came into existence. So, but as far as reproductive health care goes, I can say this for sure that with I had polycystic ovaries. Y'all see what using relaxers did to my head. My hair don't grow. This is because of chemicals. So I had polycystic ovaries and all of that stuff had periods that could fill the ocean, very bad pain the whole time, and was always told I was being too dramatic about what it was. Black people, Black women specifically, are told all the time to be quiet, that we're exaggerating our pain. Doctors will even lessen the amount of painkiller that they give to us because of racist tropes, because they look at us as we're animals and say that Black people have a higher threshold for pain and therefore don't need as much pain relief as other people of different hues. Racism in medicine that is still going on today, y'all. So Dr. Jackie got up there once she realized that what she had said could be very limiting to the rest of her career. She got on the interwebs and was apologizing her hind end off. She even broke tears to oh, I am so sorry I said what I said, and I didn't mean to say it that way, and I should have said it this way. The question is Dr. Jackie's career going to suffer because she let people know exactly how she feels about when Black women complain about pain and stuff during their pregnancy? And then these same women who have complained their whole pregnancies wind up dying or losing their babies because the doctors don't listen to them and tell them that they are that all their issues are psychosomatic, or that they're just being dramatic and they're just trying to get out of work. Is Dr. Jackie's career going to suffer because of what she said? Yes, it is. And she got the Queen of Pentacles. And I'm sorry, as a doctor, you need to own what you say. So maybe this will make her think twice about what comes out of her mouth before she just starts spewing garbage and generalizing stuff, especially since we're the women that are dying. Okay? So yeah, it's gonna hurt her career, as it should. Consequences, y'all. Consequences. Yep, she's screwed. Cosmic Blue Avian says, I should come here to Australia. We have none of that bull poop from doctors here. That's wonderful. That is wonderful, Cosmic Blue Avian. I am so glad that there's some place where Black people can get good health care somewhere in this world. Greetings, Adam Maris 19. Greetings and salutations. All right, here we go. Next question is from Denny. This one is about Matt Gaetz. Denny wants to know, is Richard Nixon, Richard Milhouse Nixon, is Matt Gaetz the reincarnation of Richard Nixon? Is Matt Gaetz a reincarnation of Richard Nixon? Yes or no, Tara? No. No, he is not, Denny. No. If Matt Gaetz is a reincarnation of anything, he is the love child of Elvis and Herman Munster. Okay? That is exactly what Matt Gaetz looks like to me. He is the cross between Elvis Presley and Herman Munster. He is a bad genetic science experiment gone wrong. There you go. My next question is from Mesa Trees 8. Greetings, spirits beyond the stars. Greetings. Let's see. Greetings says the GOPs haven't had a raise in 25 years, and they're only making 178,000, and it's a lie that they have had a raise. I wish I could get paid 178,000. We could all live a lot better. Ain't that the truth? Almost $200,000, and they want to talk about how hard it is for them to make a living. Making almost $200,000, and they talking about how hard it is, and they get free health care, y'all. So they're no money even comes out of their check to pay for their health care like it does for you and me. They get the best health care in the world for free, for life, okay? And they get an exorbitant paycheck. So these people are bringing down $3,000 a paycheck, $6,000 to $10,000 a month. Yeah. And they're telling you how hard it is for them to live. And we're down here in the double digits on how much we making, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90,000. Okay, look at $100,000 and be like, wow, that would be great. And these people are sitting there complaining about how broke they are because they only make $178,000 a year, which, if you do the math, translate into several $1,000s a month. Okay, that's how Kirsten Sinema walks around in Hermes. She came from living in the back of a gas station to now she's buying Hermes bags because she's got a whole lot of disposable income now. All right, yeah, and they're not supposed to get rich working in government. No, they aren't. Let me see. Spirit says the Christians in Australia are praying to take over the power. What? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, spirits. Okay, Dennis says the representatives and senators always raise the wages and then come lobby to get votes. Okay, all right. Let's go on to the next question. This one is from Mesa Trees 8. Mesa Trees 8 says, there are talks of royal abdications. People are stepping down all over the world, y'all. People are stepping out of power all over the place. There was another queen, a queen of European nation that just abdicated her throne. Charles III is not immune. Mesa Trees 8 says, when William ascends to the throne, will he have Harry return to England? So first part of the question, when Wills becomes King of England, will he make Harry move back to England? Yes or no? No, he will not force Harry to move back to England. Second part of this question: will Archie and Lilibet, Harry's children, continue their parents' lineage and pursue humanitarian and philanthropic pursuits? Will Lilibet and Archie be philanthropists and humanitarians like their parents? Yes or no? No. We got a 2 no's there. Okay. Okay. If y'all have some more questions on the royal family, go ahead and write them down because I'm interested now. So y'all, if y'all are interested about the royal family, please drop some questions on what you want asked, because there seems to be something interesting about to happen over in England. And we all know that old Charles ain't going to be in that throne long. Wills is going to ascend to the throne rather quickly. This could be because of abdication, or this could be because King Charles is in his doggone 80s. He's an old man, and nobody gets to live forever. And remember, that little Grim Reaper was doing the jig outside the door when he was getting coronated. So his clock is already ticking. He ain't his mama. King Charles is not his mother, and he does not wield the same power that she had. Okay? The spell is broken right now, so a lot of things are going to change, y'all. Happy Friday, Patty G. Happy Friday. So here we go. My next question is from Preston. Preston wants to know, will we ever see the unredacted Mueller report? Will that report ever be made to where we can see all the crimes that were being committed while Donnie Dump Trump was in office? And remember, we allowed them to set it up to allow him to go scot-free. So here we go. Universe Creator Spirit Guides. Will we, the people, ever see the unredacted Mueller report? Yes or no? Yes. Yes. Somebody is going to bring that report out of its shadows. Yes. Look at this Page of Pentacles. That is a gift, y'all. We will get this gift. I don't know when, but I have been saying this for the longest time. Yes. All of this stuff is going to see the light of day. The insurrectionists, these people who try to thwart our government, will be brought to justice. 2024, y'all, this year is going to be crazy. We are going to see things we never thought we were going to see, but we are going to see the shift, okay? And it takes all of us to break the old cycles, and that is to stand in truth. Because the only way that the cycle can start over is if we shut our eyes and ears and we spew nothing but lies. As long as we are standing and speaking our truth, we will break this cycle. This is going to be a year. There is so much coming into us from the universe this year. Number one, a whole lot of people's money situation is going to improve greatly. Okay, so don't be worried about all this stuff. The price of things, and this is another thing that has changed. Our recession is going to start easing. Okay, the prices are going to start to balance out. So be prepared for this. This is a change. We are going to go through some hard things, y'all. Yes, we are. But we are going to be changing at the same time. So don't get stuck in the woe is me. Be excited. There's a lot of change that is about to occur in every aspect of our life, especially in how our governance is. This old system has got to break down. It has got to be destroyed. so that it can be made into something that suits all of us. Okay, Denny says, I seen this morning where Pennsylvania is the number one state where the drug xylazine or trank is used, mostly in Philadelphia, or as my friend calls it, the city of brothers on drugs. Dang, Denny, that's harsh. Dang, the number one state where xylazine, trank, is used. And y'all, if y'all don't know what trank is, if you just look at any video of the Skid Row in New York, Los Angeles, and you see all these people who are just like frozen in time, bent over, um, just standing there like they have somebody hit the power off button. And these people are just frozen time, but they are in a drug-induced coma, in a drug-induced state. Y'all, you talking about population control right here, and that's what you're seeing. All of these horrible things just being flooded into the poorest areas with the most need. Instead of our government, who has all the resources necessary to actually go down and provide care. No, there's no care being provided. The police go and tear up the housing where the people are sleeping, but they leave the addicts on the street. Understand that that's part of their plan. They allow the homeless people to become such an eyesore, such a nuisance, in hopes that the rest of the population will be so disgusted by it that when the police come through and just clean off the streets, that the citizens are happy and applauding and saying, thank you for getting rid of the refuse, instead of saying, why aren't we doing better than this? We've got thousands of empty buildings that have heat, that have toilets, that have room. Even if the people are squatting inside of those buildings, they are off the street. They are off the sidewalks. They wouldn't be a blight on the consciousness of America. But that is too much like a solution, because if you can't see them, then you won't be mad at them. If you can't see them, then you can't blame them for all the problems. So that's why the problems don't get fixed, because as long as you have something to look at and complain about, and these people are suffering. Oh yeah, they may be high on drugs, but do you think that's happiness? That's what they want with their lives? What they want to do with their $15 or $20 or however much it takes for them not to have to experience the crushing life for those minutes? Make sure when you're looking at things, y'all, see with your whole heart, not just your eyes. See with your whole heart. So before you start cursing and disparaging people, that you really have a grasp on what it is those people are going through and why nothing ever seems to change for them. There's never enough treatment, because you have to be able to afford to be helped, which means that our society puts a price tag on your worth. If you don't have insurance and you can't afford to go to the Betty Ford Clinic, then in America, you just don't deserve to live. And that is how a lot of people view our homeless brothers and sisters, because they are lacking finances. People decide that they have no worth. Be careful. That's a double-edged sword, because remember, you have today, but tomorrow you may not have. And then you become one of those who you despise. Be careful. Be careful what you wish on others, and be careful of the words you use about and against those who have less than you, because you can get your situation can change in an instant. You're absolutely right, Mildred. Homelessness is a political talking point, just like abortion is. Just like abortion. All right. Okay. Michelle says exactly. The drug issue is man made to assist in gentrification. You are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Mildred says they show us every day if you have enough money, you can screw up the system long term. Yes, you can. And even with all this stuff with the Jeffrey Epstein stuff that's going on now, ooh, ooh, I'm happy that this list came out because people can't hide. And I don't care whose name is on the list. Like I said, I don't care why you was with the man. After 1986, after the first time that he was publicly in Florida, when he was brought up on charges for kidnapping and trafficking people, for human trafficking, and the one of the highest lawyers who happened to be in Donnie Dump Trump's admin gave him a clear pardoned him. He had to go to jail, but y'all check this out. He only had to spend the night in jail. He could leave and go to his private estate every day. Nobody was checking on him. He was still getting his massages from 12 and 14-year-olds and then just going back to jail to sleep in his luxury suite in the jailhouse. And that's all he did. He spent the night in jail. That was the extent of his punishment. This man was coddled by our government. Understand that. Just know that. Pancake says Finland appears to have a successful unsheltered program because it's possible. There's no reason for anybody to be unhoused. And understand, and I'm gonna slow down and talk about the homeless issue for a second because I need for people to understand what the police and governments do. So a whole bunch of people right now cannot afford the 12, 1100, 1200, 13, 14, 15, all the way up to several $1,000s a month rent, a 30-day period to live indoors. People can't afford 12, 13, 15,000 dollars. Okay? So what does the government do? People get forced out. First, most people don't go from an apartment directly onto the street. Okay? Most people, when they lose their ability, the first thing is they go crash at a friend's house, grandma, grandpa's house, mom's house, sister, brother. And then when they can't stay there no more, then they move into their vehicle. And then what does our government do? They make it illegal to park. Oh, no, you can't park here overnight. Doesn't matter that there's nothing going on here. It is illegal for you to park here overnight. If you get caught parking here, not doing anything, just parking, sleeping in your car, then the police can come and repossess your vehicle. Take the only place that you have to keep you out of the elements and put you onto the sidewalk. Put you onto the sidewalk. So this homeless problem that we have is man-made, 100% man-made. We have enough resources and empty land to put lean-to tiny houses, one for every person here. We have it. We will not do for the least of us. Shame on us. All right. Michelle, greetings, Michelle. Michelle says, can't hide from the truth. Time to be accountable for yourself. Absolutely. Spirits Beyond the Stars says, Oklahoma has been turning motels into shelters for the homeless. Great job. Wonderful. And this is what we all need to be fighting for us to use these old buildings that are sitting empty, that nobody is using. They are completely plumbed. Most of these things, there are nothing wrong with them. Let's turn them into shelters. And let's let some of these people who know how to build, we could form places to where people could start to heal. All we got to do is, number one, get them inside and give them a way to help themselves. Because if they can help themselves, guess what? They will help themselves. The government is what's keeping things broken. It's not trying to fix anything. Spirits Beyond the Stars says, the Democrats said that they didn't put any protection in place for women's rights because they want to be able to run on that in their election in 2024. Exactly. That's why Roe versus Wade is nothing more than a talking point. They never wanted to codify it, because if they had done that, then they wouldn't be able to use it against us. And that's exactly what they do. Yeah, Pam Cakes, Spirit says Bill Barr is the one that made sure Epstein got a sweetheart deal in Florida because he was the AG of the United States of America. Was it Bill Barr? You may be right. Spirits Beyond the Stars, I think you are right. It was Bill Barr, the AG, that cut him the sweetheart deal. But there was another AG as well that helped Epstein out. And y'all, while we talking about Jeffrey Epstein, oh my God, how many of y'all knew that Disneyland sent children to Epstein's Island for snorkeling trips? You want to talk about this being big business? How many people were in bed with, and I mean literally in bed with Epstein? Disney sent children to that island, to Epstein's Island, summer camp, unaccompanied minors, for snorkeling. Half-naked children in the water with adults teaching them how to snorkel. How many victims were made by Disney for entertainment purposes only? All right, y'all. At Home with Nicole asks, At Home with Nicole would like to know who was waiting on her loved one when she crossed over. And I'm sorry, Nicole, I can't remember if it was a cousin. I think you said it was a cousin, but I could be mistaken. So I'm just going to refer to your family member as your loved one. But At Home with Nicole would like to know who was waiting for her family member when she crossed over. And her family member just crossed over. Universe, Creator, Spirit Guides. Who was there waiting on Nicole's loved one? Who was there? Okay, we get the Empress for this, Nicole. So I want to say this is a younger woman was waiting for your loved one when she crossed over. This could be somebody who crossed over in her childhood, but this was somebody who was dear to her, but was not very old themselves. So if you have an aunt, or if you know that your, I want to say cousin, had a friend that passed on in youth or in a young age, then that's who greeted her. But it was a younger woman. And I want to say somebody probably like that passed in their like 30s. I see a youthful woman that met her. But yes, she was met by a woman, by a younger woman, is who came to collect your family member. My next question is from Shay Shay. Hold on, let me drink some of this. My head is full. Y'all, I am getting sick. Pray for me, y'all. I woke up this morning with a fever and this horrible cough that sounds like I'm scraping the bottom of a wooden barrel. It's that deep and hollow. So I'm drinking. I'm drinking literal oils here. This is peppermint oil, clove oil, anise, and peppermint tea. Just trying to break up this congestion. Oh, and a little bit of cloves in here too. To that's to help my lungs heal. Mm. Thank you, Risa. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whew. All right, so here we go. Shay, what does it mean when your left ear rings? Okay, I'm gonna start off because number one, before I get to the spiritual stuff, I want to make sure that everybody takes care of the medical stuff. Number one, if your ears start ringing, go to the doctor and make sure that you don't have tinnitus or that you're not losing your hearing. Number one, if it is not a medical issue for your ears ringing, then you can probably chop it up to being a spiritual. There's a spiritual meaning behind your ears ringing. So when your ears ring, left ears specifically, old wives' tell you, oh, if your ears are ringing, that means somebody's talking about you. Absolutely. Could mean somebody that is close to you, whose opinion you care about, is saying something negative or positive about you. The other side of that spiritual thing is that it's a symbol of the awakening, hearing things. And guys, this could be ringing. This could even be, hearing like voices or hearing the sound of somebody's voice far away or over there. Being more attuned to nature and the things that are going on around us is part of what happens when your ears ring left or right. So when your ears are ringing, look for other things. Are you seeing repeating numbers? 111, 222. Are you seeing the same messages on billboards or hearing the same commercial over and over again? When your ears are ringing and these things are getting your attention, pay attention to your surroundings, number one. Pay attention to everything that's going on around you. The universe is trying to contact you, to get you to recognize what is going on. A message is incoming. But if it is not tinnitus, it's probably it's part of the spiritual awakening. There you go. All right. Y'all, there's 35 in the room and only 21 thumbs up. If you can, please hit that thumbs up for the algorithm just so this video can get seen by everybody. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Who came in? Did I miss a name? Okay. Denny says both Republicans and Democrats are as crooked as the day is long. When you're dealing with human beings and you're dealing with people who have their own agenda, yes, they are. And that's what everybody's got to remember, y'all. Everybody must remember. These people who are in government, these are not saints. These people did not join the government because they are Gandhi and wanna make the world a better place. These people want money. Number one, it's a job. They want money. A lot of these people go in there because they know that there's power that comes with that title of congressman or senator. And it does. You get to make the laws that everyone else has to live under. So there's a whole lot of power in that. So to think that people actually go in there just out of the goodness and graciousness of their heart is fallible on every level. These are human people with egos who are getting a paycheck to do what they are doing. Do not give them sainthood. And it doesn't matter if they're a Republican or a Democrat. Do not put all of your faith into another human being unless that human being is you. Okay? Don't stretch yourself out and put all your faith into a human person who ain't putting their faith into you. The only person that you can depend on 100% is yourself. Remember that. You make or break your life. We all do. We are the captains of our own ships. Now, we can give that power away to somebody else and become a passenger. But when you do that, remember, now you control nothing in your own life. But everything in our lives happens because we agree to it. Remember that. So if you want to change your life, change the way that you think about things, change the way that you regard life, and it will improve. All right. Mildred is right. You can never tell what a live or living thing will do. You can never. Spirits Beyond the Stars says, when I was a child, I used to see the homeless. I would think to myself, why can't they give them homes that nobody is living in? But instead, they would rather watch the homes turn into rubble and fall apart instead of putting people in them. That's it, y'all. And this is what we have to do. We have to see life as it is. We have to look with all our eyes, not just with the judgmental ones. We have to look at things as they are and ask the questions. Why? Why? Why is it okay that women and children are put out of the street, put out on the street? Why is it okay that landlords can raise the price out of people's reach? And there's absolutely nothing that people can do about it. It's because this is a part of the plan to break us, to make us sad, to have us living in fear. Because if you're dissatisfied with your life, then you're not working on yourself. Remember that. Hold on a second. I got to turn this heat off. Whew. Turning into a flapjack in here. I'm about to start sweating. Whew. This house is hot or cold. There is no happy in the middle. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Next question. Okay. This one is from Neil D. And this one is about Farrakhan, Louis Farrakhan. I guess there's an old video of Louis Farrakhan going around where he was kind of praising or endorsing Trump. And Neil wants to know what is up with this, or why is Farrakhan doing that? I don't want to speak on number one. The video that they're talking about is old. I am not a Farrakhan follower, y'all. Now I like X, love everything about Martin Luther King. Not really a Farrakhan follower though. He says a lot of things that are true and good, as most people do. But I'm not on that train. Especially when he got invited by the Catholic Church to speak on anything. Humans, y'all, human beings, again, I'm going to say what I just said. Don't put all your faith and trust in a human being. They have their own agenda. Farrakhan has his, okay? Making money off of what you say, what you do, whatever. I'm not gonna carry water for him or nothing. But this is about people acting outside of their own best interests. So Neil didn't ask a question. He just said, why is Farrakhan? Well, I guess it is. Why is Farrakhan endorsing 45? And like I said, the video of that quote unquote endorsement came from something like 2016. I couldn't find anything where he was saying anything current. I don't even know if Farrakhan is still alive, but obviously he must be. So it was a long time ago when he said what he said. So don't follow man. That's what I'm going to say, Neil. Farrakhan can be just like anybody else, going to lead a whole bunch of sheep right to the slaughter. Be discerning. Just because somebody is a minister or has reverend or whatever in front of their name doesn't mean that you should just blindly follow them under any circumstances. Use your discernment. Don't give your power away. A preacher ain't nobody but a person who is standing there talking about a book that everybody has access to. Anybody can be a preacher. Remember that. Anybody can get up there and say anything they want to. And if they have the right vibration, they'll have enough people tuning into their channel to swallow whatever it is that they are laying down. Use your discernment. Do not blindly follow any person. All right. Pancake says, I'm thinking that some of the apartment buildings and buildings should not be owned by people, but different nonprofit organizations. I see buildings with bathrooms, kitchens that can be converted. Yes, exactly, Pancakes. And that's what we all need to be seeing. If we could all see that there is a place for everybody, that nobody has to be outside. There's old hospitals. They have industrial kitchens, hundreds of beds, hundreds of toilets, hundreds of showers where you could put hundreds of families with minimal work. Yeah, it's a sterile institution, but it is something that can be turned into something else. And once we meet consciously and we all decide there's something that we can do here, when our energy gets put together, things happen, y'all. But we have to be thinking along the same lines. So if we can all see the problems and verbalize those problems, then we can fix those problems. Greetings, Cheryl. Greetings. Denny says there have been laws put on the books for years about price gouging that go back to Nixon when inflation was high, and he put phases on which did control prices, as he had three phases and they worked. Yes, but that was also Denny. Nixon was trying to destroy the black neighborhoods, flooding them with heroin back then in the 70s. Nixon flooded the ghettos, the man-made black areas, because we only lived where the white folks let us live. And they flooded our neighborhoods. Nixon did this for entertainment purposes only. Flooded black neighborhoods with heroin. Incarcerated. Something like 80% of black men just disappeared overnight. We're incarcerated. They went through taking black men and boys away from their families, making it illegal for poor black women who were living in the projects to have a man living in the house. So this crisis was completely orchestrated by our government. Keep the woman alone and single. Do not allow the man to be in the house with her. If she's getting any type of government assistance, then the man can't be in the house. So the government ran the black man away from the black woman, and had to, so that the black woman who didn't have anything could survive. And then they incarcerated the men. And then they told the whole world, see, black people ain't nothing but a whole bunch of criminals and drug addicts. And that the black men don't stay with the family, and all these single women are raising these babies by themselves. They gave you the narrative to use in the racism, because they created They wrote the whole story, start to doggone finish. Like I said, look at stuff with all your eyes. Know the history of this land we call home, y'all. Know the dirtiness that our government does. Know it. Know it. Know it. So that you can stop carrying water for these criminals, for these people who don't give a damn about us. Those people are in Washington for a paycheck. And they can make a whole lot of money from the Bill Gates and the Elon Musks who will pay them for their vote. And that's exactly why they're there. And it don't matter if they got a D in front of their name or an R. Okay? That's the biggest lie they got going, like that there's a difference. You got a whole bunch of self-serving criminals running our government, period. Then he says, Spirit says, I don't know where it is, but I had a vision of some area with a lot of mountains having a large earthquake. Yeah, this weekend, this Friday, y'all, there are going to be earthquakes this weekend. Let me skip this ad. Here we go. There are going to be earthquakes this weekend. And I want to say, again, Italy, I don't know why I'm feeling Italy, but Italy, please be prepared, not just for for seismic activities, but again, for storms, storms, just weather. Be prepared over there. Okay. Okay. My next question is from Dora. Dora wants to know, is there a message from her mom, universe creator, spirit guides? Please answer this for Dora R. Dora R. Dora's mom. Is there a message? Is there a message for Dora? We got a yes. We got a culmination. We got 3 cards for you, Dora. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me take a sip of this. I can't breathe, y'all. Greetings, Fleck. Greetings, Cheryl. Okay, Dora, the first card you get is culmination. Unexpected financial windfall. There's something good coming for you. Be ready to receive. Okay? Trust funds, inheritance, solid foundations, family home, ancestry. So there it is. So this is from mom because there's the ancestry on this card. The second card that you got is inspiration inverted. This one, it says hesitant, missed opportunities, wasted talent, potential, infertility. If there's something that you feel like you need to be doing, stop dragging your feet about it. Stop being indecisive and go ahead and do what it is you know you need to be doing, Doris. And I stop being hesitant. Stop dragging your feet. The second card you get is the moving on card, inverted. You get the 8 of Cups inverted. Fear of moving on, stagnation, monotony, accepting your lot. Both of these. Let go of your fear so you don't miss any opportunities. Let go of that because you're stymieing yourself from what is out there for you. You have blessings that are there for you, but somehow you're kind of in the way. You're blocking your own blessings. So do what it is. You need to make a decision about something, number one. Make that decision. Stop being afraid to move your feet and do what it is that you know you need to be doing. And when you let go of fear and do and move in the direction that you're supposed to, you will have success. There you go, Dora. Okay. My next question is from Beautiful Girl. Beautiful Girl says, did Bibi Netanyahu hang up on Biden? Hang up the phone on Biden? No, Beautiful Girl. And I had to look this one up. Biden hung up the phone on Bibi Netanyahu, saying that this conversation is over because Bibi Netanyahu is refusing to give the tax money that was taken from the Palestinians to the Palestinians. He is saying they should just be happy with whatever we give them. So he's literally stealing money from the Palestinians and refusing to give it to them. This is Netanyahu. And President Biden hung up on Netanyahu because he said that they weren't getting anywhere. So no, Bibi didn't hang up on Biden. Biden hung up on him because Bibi Netanyahu is showing the whole world that it has nothing to do with what he says it has to do. This is, guys, for entertainment purposes, it's genocide. It is getting rid of a whole group of people. And that's exactly what's going on. And again, open all your eyes. Don't be afraid to ask questions. And just because somebody lives in Israel does not mean that you can't criticize them, doggone it. This is the same way that Hitler got into the power that he had because people were too scared to criticize him. And they gave him all this power. And they're doing the same thing to Trump. Oh, too afraid to criticize him to his face, too afraid to hold him accountable. So we're going to let him turn into the monster that we see that he is claiming that he is going to turn into if given half an instance. Use every eye you have on your body to see the truth. Stand in your truth. The only way to break this cycle is if we stop propping the lies up. Okay? And this, guys, they make us manifest this. We are manifesting this reality. They give the script, give us the scary monsters to be afraid of, and they let our imaginations create this whole matrix. We have to do better. We have to be smarter. We have to start thinking about what comes out of our mouths, what we say about ourselves and about others, and how we regard everything. Because if we are not standing in truth, we're standing in lies. And if we are not pushing the truth forward, then we are telling the universe we are A-OK with living a lie. So decide where you want to be. Live and stand up in your own truth, because that is the only way to break the cycle, to break the spell that we are under. So many of us are waking up every day. Every day we are waking up and we are becoming stronger. So many of you are recognizing that you have gifts, real gifts, and you're finally understanding that no, you are not a nothing. You are not a nobody. You are a very special being, and you are here for a very special reason. Make sure that you're on your grind, that you are doing what you came here to do. Don't be an NPC, a non-player character, background noise. There's a whole lot of them, soulless avatars walking around. They are just in the program. Most of you who are watching this are not. So elevate yourself, raise your vibration, in tune yourself with your highest good, and recognize that there are things about you that are absolutely magical. And the universe is giving us every opportunity to experience and explore those aspects of ourselves right now. All right. All right. Greetings, Rossi. Greetings and salutations. Greetings, Fleck. Thank you for praying for my health. Thank you so much. All right. Last question, y'all. Last question of the day. Will Piers Morgan be criminally charged for Prince Harry's for the hacking of Prince Harry by the Daily Mirror? Piers Morgan was the editor-in-chief when they hacked Harry's personals. Will Piers Morgan be criminally charged for hacking Prince Harry? Carol, yes or no? Yes, and we got it inverted. Piers Morgan is going to be brought up on charges. And here's what Tarot says: acting out, lack of energy, discouragement, obstacles, someone who breaks your heart, an impetuous or insensitive person. Don't that describe Piers Morgan to a T? Loves to make women cry, loves to hurt people's feelings, loves that shock value. This is a person that actually enjoys bringing pain to other people. Piers Morgan enjoys bringing pain to other people. And yes, he is going to have to atone for his own crimes. And I hope he's got a lot of money because he's going to have to pay Harry. Yes, pancakes. I already covered Draymond Green. I did. Draymond Green. He's going to be back he'll be back playing basketball before you know it. We talked about the fight between him and his teammate at the top of the show. All right. Okay. So he'll be back playing basketball in the next couple of days. All right. Thank you for being here, even though you're at 100. Ooh, what does that mean? Oh, even though I'm at 100. Well, thank you. Thank you, Fleck. Okay. Greetings, Rossi. Greetings. Greetings. All right, y'all. That was my last question. So, again, I'm going to ask you, I'm going to be begging you. If you have questions, personal, political, entertainment, please drop them below this or any of my videos in the comment section. Anything that you would like an answer to, please, guys. And I've got a special that's going to be coming up in a couple of days. I am waiting. So let me say this to the people who are waiting on orders right now, y'all. I'm waiting on Amazon. I need spray bottles and sachet bags. So I'm waiting on a shipment of supplies to come in. As soon as my supplies come in, your orders will all be going out. So y'all, just be patient with me for a second. I got to wait on the mail just like everybody else does. But everything will be going out as soon as the order comes in. And I'm going to be doing a special reading where you can get an hour-long reading, a sachet, a room spray, and I may even throw a bath bomb in there. It's going to be a $100 special. And you're going to get 4 ounces of my room spray with whatever you want in it, a regular sachet with whatever you want in it, and a spiritual bath brew to help bring you back to ground and center. That's going to be a $100 special. So if you are interested in that, I'll start taking pre-orders now if you want to go ahead and get scheduled for it. Like I said, I'm waiting on supplies to come in, but that is going to be the next special that I will be running through the end of January. All right. So if you're interested in that, shoot me an email at psychictanya9@gmail.com and go ahead and get the beginning of your year started off right. Get all your juju juice and your mojo bags so that you can start off everything going in the right direction with the power that is in you. All right, there you go. Here we go. The weather for this weekend. Like I said, Denny over in Pennsylvania, y'all are going to get some snow. Y'all going to get some wet, heavy snow. So be prepared over this weekend. You're going to need to break out the shovel to shovel the sidewalks off and everything. Over here on the East Coast, we've got some on the West Coast, right now we've got some pretty decent weather going on, but there is another front that is moving. It is sitting out there over the Pacific Ocean, about to come in. So when the sun turns again, we've got another couple of rough spots that are going to make the solar winds come in hard and heavy. That's going to push this next weather system onto the East Coast. So I'm not sure if it's going to be Sunday. It may be Monday or Tuesday next week. California, Washington, Oregon, coastal all the way down to Mexico, South America is going to get a weather system coming in, wet weather coming in. Again, coastal damage, flooding is imminent. So be prepared for that. Across the middle of the United States, okay, Oklahoma and Texas, there is going to be some wind coming up. Again, later on in the weekend, Saturday should be okay for the most part. Now, there may be some wet weather, but not so harsh of winds, but there is a propensity for some stray tornadoes to pick up in East Texas, East Texas, and southern Oklahoma. So be prepared. There's a propensity for some pop-up tornadoes there. The snow that is going to be on the East Coast, it's not going to be too treacherous for everybody, but it is going to be weighty. The snow is going to have weight to it. Again, make sure if you are traveling to pack your vehicle to make sure that if you have to stay warm, that you have what you need in there. Again, it's winter time, y'all. Be prepared for just having to stop on the highways. Be prepared. Keep your gas tank full up. Keep it topped off. That will definitely save your life. All right, y'all. There you go. If you are still here, let's go ahead. Exhale. Blow out all that negativity. Greetings, Share Bear. Greetings. Oh, Vancouver is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Um, so if you're still here, go ahead and exhale. Let go of all things that do not serve you. Okay? Take a deep breath in. Set your intention for this day, for this moment. My intention is to live in my authenticity, to be who I am at all times, unapologetically. Here we go, y'all. Just for today, I let go of anger. I let go of worry. I am grateful. I work on myself, and I am kind to all living things. I love you. I love you. I love you. Y'all, 4 o'clock PDT, me and Jan Shieldmade and Tarot are going to be having our Friday Chop It Up. We are going to have a good time talking about all kinds of stuff. Come with your questions. Come to listen. Come in and share this afternoon with us. I love you. I love you. I love you. If you would like to contact me for anything, Psychic Tanya9 at gmail.com. I love you. I love you. I love you. Namaste, y'all. Namaste. Bye-bye.